scoring, winning over Batangas. Maria Tanwatco, JC Gonzalez, Professor
Matched up against Adukol at the other end. Gaspar nakahanap ng puwang. It rolls out. 2-0 Manila. AC Brown, casual jumper from the corner, doesn't go. Alam mo, Marco, titignan natin ang Manila. They have been playing very well at home, but on the road, it's been touch and go.
That's right. 5-0 here in the Intracon dito sa Mail&More Arena. And this, as you mentioned, Bill, this is their last game. That is why this is a very important game. Dahil kailangan nilang mag-ipon na ng panalo because last 2 games sila will be on the road.
Compton slapped Gascon on the wrist, and the bucket will count plus a foul.
This is a good ploy on the part of Coach Jojo Villa. As we take a look at our Bravo Ram matchup.
Yes, we talked about these numbers earlier, and
very similar numbers for Miller and Alex Compton, and then Adukol, the edge in scoring against Dave Bautista.
Gascon pushes Nueva Ecija up 3-2.
And Gaspar is doing everything he can here to deny the ball to Alex Compton.
Well, he's on the floor for defensive purposes. Demape hops up past to Martin. You know, that's something Manila does very well. Play the 10-12-foot area around the basket.
And that usually happens because one player is strictly guarding Alex Compton, so he's not providing any help defense. That's why guys like Peter Martin and AC Brown will be open from the perimeter.
Demape lazily just puts it in. At ito ang problema ng Nueva Ecija. They tend to give up a lot of points also.
Especially on transition. Hindi sila makakabalik agad. And if they continue to do that in this game, mahihirapan sila. Because Manila, very quick on transition, led by Demape and Alex Compton.
6-3, Miller whips it over. Bautista's been trying his luck from the baseline. Gets a layup instead.
Dave Bautista was able to score there. That time it was against Peter Martin and not against Romel Adukol. It was earlier guarding Bautista.
Compton, Adukol posting up. Ponsalan holding his ground. Adukol pinilipit yung tira.
So far, no double teaming here by the Nueva Ecija Patriots on Adukol.
Sidestep by Gaspar. Gets a foul from Demape. And if Manila plays a very loose kind of defense, Nueva Ecija is going to burn them.
And they have very good players in the open court like Miller and Gascon and also Gaspar. These guys can score from the open court. So if they don't go down on defense, Nueva Ecija will make Manila pay.
And when they first played each other, June 25, ang nagwagi po ay ang Nueva Ecija Patriots 89-85.
It just shows na this Manila team is very different when they play on the road.
That's true. And they lean very heavily on their guard tandem of Demape and Compton.
Both players easily averaging over 30 points a game for Manila. In fact, Manila plays 5 players, their entire first 5 plays more than 30 minutes a game.
Wow.
So not much bench support and production for the Manila Metro Stars.
Baga, pahinga-pahinga lang.
Konting-konti lang.
Bautista. Ball fake goes to Ponsalan.
Nice pass and very aggressive dito si Dave Bautista because he knows he has to provide the inside scoring here for the Nueva Ecija Patriots.
8-6 is our score, and in their last game, Dave Bautista was king of the Patriots. 16 points, 18 rebounds against Pampanga.
And he needs to do that for the Patriots to win because wala nga ibang inside presence itong Nueva Ecija.
Walang ibang malaki na gumagawa. Here's a medical bilis assist. Medical bilis action sa headache. Wraparound pass. Bautista shoveling it to Ponsalan, and Ria Tanwatco joins us with a report on the Manila Metro Stars.
All right, Bill, let me just update you guys on the injuries here on the side of the Metro Stars. Si Chuchu Serrano ay may hepatitis pa rin. They'll only determine next week when he'll be able to return to action. Si June Longalong naman ay may stomach ulcer. Nasa bahay lang siya pero nakaswero. So get well soon, June, guys.
All right, and June Longalong is very important to the Metro Stars.
That will hurt the bench even more para sa Manila Metro Stars. 2 key players off the bench, Serrano and Longalong, will not see action today.
Si Longalong, yun ang panakip butas nila.
Tama, he is both a backup to Peter Martin and Romel Adukol.
8-7, nobody really sparking any run. Demape against Miller, spectacular guards there
a strategy dito ni Coach Boise Samar. Since they're playing Compton almost exclusively, hindi na binabantayan ni Gaspar yung ibang players, ginagawa niya para sila nagpo 4-on-4 dito. And then he's making Dimape. He's isolating Dimape on the wings.
Pinagtatrabaho naman niya sa depensa si Miller. Bautista nakawala na naman sa loob.
Another good move there by Bautista.
Seesaw game, and I don't think Manila likes the way this first quarter is shaping up.
That's right, dahil yung key player nila na si Alex Compton hindi pa nga nakakatanggap ng bola dito.
Dimape almost lost it, whips it inside to Brown. Spectacular pass.
Great play by Dimape, and that's why he's so hard to guard because if you double team Dimape, he will always spot the open man.
Eyes in the back of the head. Dave Bautista misses his trademark baseline J. Compton nakahawak rin ng bola.
Finally.
Pero sa backcourt. Martin setting a pick. Compton doesn't bother with it. Drains his first triple, and you can bet that won't be the last.
And that is all he needs. Just a little space, and Alex Compton hitting that three-pointer.
14-10. Ano sinasabi natin? Hindi na tao yung mga ganyan.
Especially with the way he played the last game nila against Batangas.
Single-handedly rescued Manila. Whips it inside. Martin goes the other way. There's no place like home, and suddenly Manila's up by 6.
That's what a three-point shot can do for you. Momentum swinging here to the Metro Stars.
Approaching 7 minutes to go in the first period. Gaspar trying a triple of his own. Compton nahawakan ni Gascon. Looks like we'll have a timeout. There's a medical bilis assist. Medical bilis action sa headache. Eyes in the back of his head. We have a timeout by Manila. The score 16-10 Metro Stars. And he is one of the most quiet people you'd ever meet.
Even sa loob ng court, hindi flashy to si Dave Bautista, but he gets the job done.
Dimape hangs in the air. The ball's in Aduco's hands. Went up, bothered. The Patriots on the run. 3-on-1, sidestep by Gascon.
Sinigurado na ni Gascon that time. Siya na talagang lumayap, even though he had two open teammates beside him.
One of the main differences between the two teams, Mark, is that Manila plays very fluidly.
Mas may control tong Manila, and then they set up their plays better because they have a very good point guard in Dimape. On the other hand, ito si Willie Miller kasi hindi talaga natural ang point guard to si Willie Miller. And they rely so much on the individual skills of their players because they have good one-on-one players in Miller and Gascon.
You said it, and here's Eric Gascon at the front end of a fast break brought to you by FedEx. We live to deliver.
That's why mas freewheeling ang laro talaga nitong Nueva Ecija Patriots. Mas systematic ang atake ng Metro Stars.
16-12. 6 minutes to go. Reverse layup does not drop for Manila or for Nueva Ecija. And here's JC Gonzalez with an update on the Patriots.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Coach Jojo Villa showing concern over his main offensive guy on defense. Sabi niya, they're always going to Dimape and taking it strong versus Miller. Mukhang yung game plan ng Manila daw. They want to tire Miller out and get him as tired as possible so that he may not be that effective at the end of the game. So he told his big men, every time Dimape drives, tulungan niyo si Willie Miller. Guys, back to you.
Oh, at mahirap talaga bantayan ng mag-isa itong si Gilbert Dimape.
Ang problema naman dyan, if they help out on Dimape, this guy is such an excellent passer and he will spot the open men.
So back. First foul was called on Willie Miller, by the way. AC Brown just drop steps. He is so hard to figure out as a player.
In fact, itong buong lineup ng Manila Metro Stars, kahit sino pwede mong i-isolate either sa post or sa perimeter. Everybody is a threat here dito sa first five nila.
So many interchangeable parts among the starting unit. At ngayon, bukang-bukang opensa ng Nueva Ecija. Punsalan, a shot like it was a hot potato. He has 4 points. 18-14 is the score.
That was a tough shot there by Punsalan against one of the best defenders here in the NBA.
Pero Mark, ang bilis umakyat ng score natin.
So far, both teams are executing pretty well and both teams shooting well from the perimeter.
Predictable pass by Gascon. Gaspar Forced to foul. Penalty na ang Nueva Ecija Patriots with still 4 minutes and 50 to go. Manila has 2 fouls. Mark.
And with more than 7 minutes left, Bill, konti-konti pa lang ang turnovers natin in this game. That's one of them.
But you know, sometimes teams like Manila, for example, would sort of allow you to have your offense and then deny it later in the game.
That's right. Kasi gusto ng Manila Metro Stars bumilis din ang laro because they are very good in the open court with the Compton and the Demape.
Compton looking up at the shot clock, stands at 4 seconds. He's going to take this, leans in, he's fouled. And again, Compton is also one of the best free throw shooters the NBA has ever seen.
And with his experience and composure, nakuha niya yung foul doon from Gaspar. Very patient play here for the Metro Stars. Second foul on Joel Gaspar.
Manukat and Chaneco. That's Jerome, isn't it?
Jerome Chaneco.
Come in for Miller and Gaspar. Sonny Manukat has been playing very well lately.
In fact, he's averaging 15 points per game here in the Intacon. He has taken over as the number 2 scorer for the Metro Stars. It used to be Gascon. Right now, ang second scorer ng Patriots after Willie Miller is Manukat.
And his range seems to have improved as well. 19-14. Compton with an unusual split from the line. Compton slapping the ball out of bounds, and Jojo Villa saying, mag-ingat tayo sa bola.
And this guy is very good at in doing that, yung anticipating yung mga passes like that, playing the passing lanes very well, Alex Compton.
The Patriots, Chaneco slipping. Demape, Compton lobs it up. AC Brown in the sky.
They cannot afford to turn the ball over itong Patriots because Metro Stars are always quick to take advantage of turnovers.
Oh, they will really hurt you in the open floor. 7-point lead now for Manila. Critical period in the game. Patriots cannot allow this lead to balloon. Gonzalan trying to sneak in a layup. He succeeds. 6 points for Bryant.
That's the second time he has scored against the defense of Romel Aducol. One-on-one sila kanina pa sa paint.
Pero hindi pwedeng makipagbawian lang itong Nueva Ecija. Kailangan.
They must make defensive stops.
Pass broken up by Chaneco. Lead pass to Manukat. Fumbled. It goes out of bounds. Yan ang mga play na nakapatatanda ng mga coach.
At saka itong Nueva Ecija Patriots, because of the way they play, talagang may tendency to na mag-commit ng maraming turnovers as we take a look at this excellent pass by Compton to Cesar Brown.
Medical bilis assist. Medical bilis aksyon sa headache. Some new faces on the floor. Chandler Donaldson replaces Romel Aducol, who has not been a factor offensively. Billy Bansil be replacing Bryant Unsalan.
Look at the contrasting styles here of both coaches. Bill, dito sa Nueva Ecija, only one player remains from their starting lineup. Sa Manila, wala pang substitutions.
Iisa pa lang. Martin driving on Bautista, knocked away 5 seconds on the shot clock. We have a timeout by the Patriots. They're down by 5.
Players who started, isa pa lang lumalabas dito. Si Aducol pa lang.
Compton snaps up a quick 3 and rattles out. Perhaps Nueva Ecija would like to push the ball a bit. Chaneco, Manukat, Gascon puts the ball on the floor and penetrates so easily.
That's what he does best. Very quick first step there by Gascon and strong finish to the basket.
And Ria Tanuatco has another report on Manila.
Yes, well, coach right now is not too happy with the offensive execution of the Metro Stars. He wants to see tougher screens to get Alex Compton free so he can slash to the basket. Because so far he's been forced to shoot from the outside. On defense, no double coverage. They just need to pressure. Bill?
Oh, kasi yung wala namang gaano katinding threat sa loob ang Nueva Ecija.
Especially, hindi, wala pa ngayon si... Ang pwede lang siguro i-double team dito later on ng Manila, si Willie Miller. Pero from the perimeter. Pero with this lineup of Nueva Ecija, you just have to play good, honest defense.
Demape tried to be fancy and lost it. Ricky Comanyag's in the game, by the way, for Nueva Ecija. Chaneco decides to take it into his own hands. Perhaps not that wise a decision.
Chaneco not really known for his outside shooting.
Joel Ko and Fritchie Ang come in for Manila. A lot of the small players of Manila sometimes end up playing small forward.
That's right. Ito si Fretchie Ang. Usually nga, nagpa-power forward din to. Pero with this lineup, small forward na laro nito. And then si Joel Ko, now playing point guard.
Double screen for Compton. Bombs away! 2 out of 3 from three-point range.
That was taken 2 or 3 feet away from the regular three-point line.
Backing the violation, and now the second unit of Nueva Ecija starting to crumble. Manila has built an 8-point lead. And Nueva Ecija, I think, needs some leadership out there.
That's right. Maybe they should put back Willie Miller already at this stage. Although he did get going nung earlier stage ng first quarter, kailangan na nila ngayon ang offense ni Miller.
Compton penetrating, it's knocked loose. Everybody screaming that it was touched by a Patriot, but Compton just throws his head up and laughs. Angela Kalina is visiting us from Cebu. Hala ko tuloy may laro yung James.
Kaya nga eh. This is the first time I've seen Angela in Manila.
Well, she's always welcome. 26-18, final minute of the first quarter. Gascon again barreling in. Fall away. Nope. Bansil not boxed out. Aducol is back on the floor. Compton stepping on the gas. Behind the back to Aducol, bothered by the defense.
Another good pass there by Alex Compton, but Romel Aducol failing to finish.
Patriots will try to use some clock. Consala naghahanap ng mapapasahan sa loob. Shot clock at 3. Gascon nakabuslo ng 3.
He's been the offense here for the Patriots the entire first quarter. Itong si Gascon.
He has 10 points. Compton looking up at the clock. Reads 8 seconds. Pachian, bad pass. Manuka trying to beat the buzzer. He does. So Manila relaxing towards the final minute of the first period. And they have a 3-point lead over Nueva Ecija, 26-23. We'll be back with the second period. Don't go away.
Halos hindi masyado naglaro nung ating first quarter.
Dodong Pustanes is on the floor for the first time. One thing I've noticed about Nueva Ecija is they've been very patient.
That's right, on offense. Kitang-kita natin yan dito. Magandang execution ng half-court offense ng Nueva Ecija Patriots.
Donaldson against Punsalahan. Bansel with the putback. Here's a report from JC Gonzalez.
Okay, guys, Coach Jojo just fine-tuning the offense of his Patriots. Basically what he's saying, especially for his big men, Bansil and Punsalan, yung pre-practice natin sa play, when the two of you are inside the paint, set a screen for each other instead of just looking at each other. This way we can create some more motion offense and so, hopefully a better chance at scoring. Guys, back to you.
All right, take a breath.
So gusto ni Coach Jojo Villa, mayroong post-exchange yung dalawang big men niya instead of just standing around in the post.
Post-exchange in mail and more. Negosyo na yun, At magbabalik naman ngayon si Peter Martin para kay Chandler Donaldson. And Ria Tanuatco has some more news on the Metro Stars.
Yes, Bill, coach did not like the way the Metro Stars finished that last quarter, and he gave them a very insightful lecture saying that the strength of Nueva Ecija does not lie in its individual players or superstars, but rather their strength lies in the fact that they are able to convert all of Manila's turnovers. And if these boys start to relax, well, Nueva Ecija is going to have a lot of fun, guys.
Oh yes, and so far Dodong Postanes just waltzed into the paint. Alam mo, butas na butas yung loob ng depensa ng Manila.
Kanina pa yan, kahit sino nakaka-penetrate dito. As we take a look at this last play, Dodong Postanes, walang help defense. Ang nag-help dito sa Manila, yung malalaki lang nila. But the other guys from the perimeter like Joel Ko and Gilbert Demape are not providing help defense.
Foul was on Fred Chiang. 2 quick fouls on Manila already. And the Patriots seem to be able to get contributions from everyone so far.
So far, mas maganda ang bench production dito ng Nueva Ecija Patriots. Postanes scoring a few points, and then itong si, of course, sa Manukat, meron na rin contribution dito. Pati si Billy Bansil, maganda ang laro dito for the Patriots.
Alex Compton, gaya ng lagi, may katabing ventilador. Dahil malamig yung pinanggalingan ni Compton sa Amerika.
Lalo na dito sa Manila, dito sa Maylin Moore Arena, napakainit talaga.
Demape pinilit sa loob at nakatapak sa guhit. And he's going to be given a warning for delaying the game. There's the warning, and now the Patriots are already up by 1.
And Willie Miller will now come in.
They double team Miller right away. Fred Chiang leaning on Postanes. Terrific shooting by Manila in the first period.
65% for Manila, 11 out of 17. Nueva Ecija not that bad, 48%, 10 out of 21. So both teams scoring a lot ng first quarter, kaya naman medyo mataas din ang score natin after 1 quarter.
Players scattered all over the floor. Compton has returned.
Rebounds are also fairly even, 10 for the Patriots and then 11 rebounds for the Metro Stars.
Minute and a half gone by in the second quarter, rather. Shot clock at 3. Bansil, air ball, it goes to Manila. Adukol ahead of the pack. Gets the layup.
Again, the partnership of Alex Compton and Romel Adukol producing 2 points for the Metro Stars.
Napakasarap maglaro ng sentro pag meron kang magaling na gwardiya.
Oo, pag meron kang isang Alex Compton, napakasarap din maglaro ng gwardiya kung meron ka namang kakamping Romel Adukol.
Wow, titira ka lang na titira. Postanes, long bomb, it goes in.
Surprise 3-pointer here from Dodong Postanes.
They call it a 2, so he has 4 points. But he already has 5 rebounds.
In very limited action, ito si Dodong Postanes, 4 points and 5 rebounds already.
I check that. I think the rebounds belong to Gascon. Not that they look alike. Gilbert Demape has 7 points, so the starters of Manila, as always, doing the damage.
He was able to score there despite the help defense of Brian Punsalan.
We have a tug of war for the lead. Miller has not been a factor. Bansil, the one-hander has not worked. Compton posting up Gaspar. Backing into the paint. Gaspar trying to flop. Compton's shot is an air ball.
Very rarely will we see Alex Compton shoot an air ball, especially from 10 feet.
Miller, content to dish off. Postanes from close range. And he gives up a foul on Compton.
Coach Jojo Villa is trying to attack the defense here of Alex Compton in order to get him into foul trouble and also to wear him down. Kanina si Gascon nang umaatake kay Compton. This time around, it's Postanes' turn to post up Alex Compton.
Pati si Compton hindi makapaniwalang nagminti siya. Tinignan niya yung kamay niya. Sabay pinunas. 30-29. 8 minutes, 22 seconds in the second period. Demape hops a pass to Martin, who was a bit behind. Miller, walang bantay. Nueva Ecija having trouble getting the ball in the low post. Postanes holding AC Brown. The ball went through Brown's legs.
He was not able to control his crossover dribble that time, daw ng Postanes.
Not too many fouls so far in this second period. Upo muna si Demape. Papalitan siya ni Erwin Ramo, who played last season for the Negros Slashers.
So it will be Alex Compton's turn now to play point guard.
And you can see that they're really trying to redistribute some of the minutes of Chuchu Serrano and Jun Longalong,
Using the likes of Ramo and Joel Co.
Another foul on Gaspar. That's his third. 2 on Nueva Ecija, 3 on Manila.
3 fouls on Gaspar. All 3 fouls because of sticking too closely to Alex Compton.
At sinasabi niya, ginamitan daw siya ng puwet ni Compton.
It's very hard to get a call like that when you're defending against the league MVP.
Oo naman. Chaneco replaces Gaspar. Let's see how deep into his bench Jojo Villa will go. Compton against Miller. Tough jackknife and Aducol hammered from behind.
Yan ang kagandahan dito ni Romel Aducol eh. That's why the guards of the Metro Stars very confident ang lahat ng makatira nila dahil meron silang insurance na kung sakasakali mag-miss sila, Romel Aducol will be there.
Ang masakit nito, Mark, pangatlong foul na yan ni Eric Gascon.
So Gascon and Gaspar, 3 personal fouls.
Jojo Villa summons Roloff Lianco from the bench. Ducol gradually improving from the free throw line this year. 2 for 2, 32-29. Scoring has slowed down somewhat in the second quarter.
Yun ang mga masasakit na turnovers for Coach Jojo Villa. Medyo nagagalit siya kay Chaneco because hindi si Chaneco nagbaba ng bola, pinabayaan nila si Billy Bansil ang magbaba ng bola.
Seven minutes, 28 seconds. Manila more deliberate now. And Bansil taking a whack at Compton. To his elbow at Compton.
Medyo na-irritate siya dun sa binigay sa kanyang screen ni Alex Compton. Here's that last play. There's the screen by Compton. Then Bansil. A little extra motion there.
Dalawa pa nga.
Pero si Alex Compton, sanay na siyang pina-foul at pinipisikal ng kanyang mga kalaban.
Bansil is now replaced by Dave Bautista, who's had quite a long rest. That puts the Patriots in the penalty, still more than 7 minutes to go. Aducol, long jumper, that's a surprise.
That's almost from 3-point country yung tinira ni Aducol na yon. And if he continues to hit that shot, Brian Punsalan will be forced to defend Aducol from the perimeter.
Aducol has scored 6 of his 8 points in this second quarter. Miller for 3. He makes it.
And Willie Miller averaging 52% from 3-point country. Mas mataas pang percentage ito kay Alex Compton.
Diyos ko. Well, they said he was stepping on the line, so it's just a deuce. 34-31. Brown, bumubuelo. Kaharap si Lianco. Ramo off the glass. And that's a bonus for Manila.
That's right, hindi nila masyadong inaasahan. Erwin Framo hitting from the perimeter.
Nasipa ni Compton ang bola. So the Patriots hanging tough. Manila having trouble breaking away. The lead is 5. Magbabalik ang NBA game. have our halftime highlights, halftime reports, and halftime stats. So bring your notebook. Patriots have not played spectacularly, but they're just in striking distance. Miller fires up another three-pointer. That's over the backboard and out.
Medyo ill-advised yung three-pointer that time ni Willie Miller because we had someone was on his face that time.
Bianco replaced quickly by Manukat. Hardly getting a sweat. Brahma losing it to Chaneco. 4-on-1 situation. Chaneco to Miller. Hangs in the air, missing it. He has the uncanny ability to alley-oop his shot back in.
Grabe kasi yung second jump nitong si Willie Miller.
Demape to Aduco wasn't expecting the pass. Brahma with a foul in the backcourt.
So Manila starting to get careless here. Yung last two possessions sila. One was a turnover, the other one, Aduco missing an easy basket.
At hindi sila makakalas.
Hindi talaga. Ayaw bumigay rin itong Nueva Ecija Patriots.
Remember, with the current team standings, Manila at 6-3 will tie the Pasig Rizal Pirates at the top of the North and make it very difficult for the Patriots to chase them.
The Patriots will be 2 games behind the second place team if they lose in this game. So with 2 games left, so may hirapan ang Patriots. That's why they need this ball game.
At the same time, the Pampanga Dragons are watching this game. Manuka trying to knock in a three-pointer. If Manila wins today, that will virtually knock Pampanga out. Alex Compton from downtown. Sa Quiapo na nang galing yung tira na yun.
Tsaka ang bilis ng release itong si Alex Compton.
39-33. Chaneco, sloppy pass. You know, Nueva Ecija is giving Manila the chances to break open here. Now this is definitely a three-point shot brought to you by Islanders Sandals. Eto pa isa. Just a bit off.
But he had that shot. Another wide open three there by Compton.
Miller, Chaneco faking a triple, kicking it out. Manukat stepping on the line. Compton has been getting his share of rebounds. He has 4.
He's doing everything here.
Trying to thread the needle, of course. Compton says, bad idea, my fault.
And even a guy like Romel Aducol, who is usually a very good receiver sa mga fast breaks, was not able to control that pass by Alex Compton.
Miller. Wants to go to Punsalan. Punsalan, Butterfinger. Wala naman nakahawak.
Wala nga nakahawak. That time, Aducol did not touch that ball. So, that's the right call. Ball should go to the Metro Stars.
And you know, the pattern for Nueva Ecija in this particular phase has been 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 wins, 2 losses. So the Patriots won their last game.
So, they should win today if that pattern continues.
Basket, meanwhile, by Demape.
Ang pattern naman ng Metro Stars dito sa Maynilmore, 5-0.
Oo.
So, mas mabigat yun.
Mahirap baliin yun. Miller finally gets a penetration. He's fouled. Second foul on Demape. Each team now in 1-1 situation. Ito, ang laki ng puwang sa depensa ng Manila.
Medyo bumagal ang scoring dito ng Patriots dito sa ating second quarter.
Miller has not been that focused on
So far,
offense.
only 4 points pa lang yata to si Willie Miller.
He misses both. Aduco keeps it in play. 41-33. Demape wants isolation against Chaneco. There's a screen from Aduco. Another screen. There's a switch. Demape over Ponsalan.
Sweet step back jumper there from Gilbert Demape. That's what you like with Gilbert Demape. Ang galing bumasa ng pick and roll.
He has 11 points to lead all scorers. 10-point lead for the Metro Stars. Miller has been firing away from the outside. It hasn't really been working. Kaneko with a blocking foul. 1-1 for Demape.
So medyo dangerous situation na dito ang Nueva Ecija. Manila on top by 10 points with 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
And I think the Patriots know it. But it's the Manila Metro Stars who call a 30-second timeout. Brought to you by Revicon. Buhay ang dugo, buhay ang lakas. Lead of the game. Makes the front end. Nagbibiroan pa si Compton tsaka si Manukat. Pero mamaya nagbabangga na yan.
Mamaya hindi na magbibiroan niya, especially kung didikitan laban natin.
There's a report from JC Gonzalez on Nueva Ecija.
All right, thanks, guys. Maybe I'm speculating here, but in the dugout before the game started, great detail was given to the way they were going to break their double-team offense because they were expecting Miller to be double-teamed heavily in this game. So far, the Manila Metro Stars have not been doing that, so maybe that's why Miller is a little thrown off with the defense of Manila. Guys, back to you.
Good point, JC.
Excellent pressure defense that time by Manila. Alex Compton forcing Manukat to turn.
Yeah, Manukat gets the 2 points back. And you know, that's one thing Manila does so well. Pag medyo lumalaki na ng konti yung lamang nila, tsaka nila iniipit yung kalaban para lalong lumago.
Bigla nga sila nag-full court pressure kanina ngayon. Kanina hindi nila ginagawa to. Pero right now, nag-full court trapping itong Metro Stars.
Cross-court pass. Compton for 3. Hit the backboard though. Miller pushing it up. Compton steals it away.
I don't think I've seen that before, Bill. Somebody outrunning Willie Miller.
Oo. Demape. Twister. Adukol. Goes out of bounds. Meanwhile, here's a timeout by the Manila Metro Stars. When we come back, you'll hear from Ria Tanwatco.
Made earlier about Willie Miller not producing. Well, you know, Manila's not doubling on him because coach feels that AC Brown can do the job on his own, especially at the low post because of his height advantage. Right now, what Boise Samar wants to see from his boys is more patience on offense. That means moving without the ball and finding that extra pass, guys.
All right, Peter Martin now guarding Dave Bautista. Bautista not given the baseline jumper. Erwin Fram has been getting quite a few minutes in this second period.
And he's playing well. He's doing his role, rebounding and defending for the Metro Stars.
Adukol, eyeballing Punsalan. Martin. That looks like a Dave Bautista play.
And he was even asking for a foul. Ito si Peter Martin.
So a lot of balance by the starters of Manila. Martin has 8, Compton has 10, Brown has 6, Adukol 10, Demape 13.
Wala kang masabi dito sa first 5 ng Manila Metro Stars. As we mentioned kanina, all of them are legitimate scoring threats.
Punsalan dumps it inside. Bautista blocked by Adukol. Punsalan gets it. Fouled by Brown.
So Punsalan will go to the foul line. He's been playing well. Ito si Brian Punsalan. Very aggressive off the boards. And he scored a few points sa perimeter.
He will get 2 free throws. Bautista will sit down. Bansil checks in. 1 minuto at 6 na segundong nalalabi. 14 ang lamang ng Manila. There's a look at Willie Miller. Not too satisfied with his output so far. And Saran thought the second was short. He has 8 points, by the way. Compton wants to go downstairs. Brown. Seems like everybody's got that fall away on the baseline, Mark.
And he took advantage of that size mismatch against Willie Miller. Because he can shoot that consistently. That shot will always be available for Brown because he's 2 or 3 inches taller than Willie Miller.
30-second timeout by the Nueva Ecija Patriots, brought to you by Revicon.
Manila, isa lang.
But that means they will have to release quickly here, and they're not doing that. Chaneco decides to shoot it himself. Up. Gonzalan gets into double figures, and
Now Manila can take the final shot of this half.
oh, dahil lang nangyari doon, naubos din yung oras. Pick and roll, Adukol gets it in traffic and scores!
What a combination. What a weapon of the pick and roll. Alex Computon and Romel Adukol.
Miller fires from almost midcourt, almost, but not quite. So the first half ends with Manila holding a 14-point lead, 53-39. Live from the San Andres Gym, also known as the Malin Moore Arena.
Halftime pa lang, Billet, 3 players already from the Metro Stars in double figures.
Gascon goes baseline, fouled by AC Brown, it seems. Gascon is joined by Punsalan, Manukat, Gaspar, and Bautista. For the Metro Stars, you've got, so what else is new? Compton, Adukol, Demape, Martin, and Brown. Ang tawag ni Freddie Webb yung ABCD. Adukol, Brown, Compton, Demape, and Martin. But he's not alphabetically aligned. 53-39. Gascon twirls. Demape. Adukol.
Surprisingly, wala dito si Willie Miller sa starting lineup ng Nueva Ecija.
Adukol catches enough of the iron to get it to go. He has 14 points. A very quiet 14
quiet
points.
14 points eh. Spread out kasi yung 14 points ni Romel Adukol. Tsaka iba-iba, meron from the perimeter, meron sa post-up, meron galing sa pick and roll.
Meron pang follow-up.
Meron ding offensive rebound. And transition.
A little of everything. Shot clock down to 2 seconds. Gascon fires. Manukat out muscling Compton in the paint. Fouled by Martin.
He was able to fish that foul from Martin because of that excellent head fake na kumagat doon si Peter Martin.
Take another look. Alam mo kung minsan kasi yung pag-fake hindi lang ulo yan, pati bola, balikat, sumasama lahat eh.
Minsan nga kahit kilay lang eh, medyo nakakaloko na.
Hindi lang sa basketball yun. Sa ibang larangan din yon, pero huwag na natin i-detalye. Of course, you're speaking from experience.
From JC Gonzalez.
Ayun, na-fakean sa kilay. At saan naman nangyari to, JC? Tsaka mo na ikwento. 55-39. So far, Manila handily ahead. Compton against Gaspar was 3 fouls. Giving him the baseline, actually. That's not such a good idea.
And if Alex Compton can consistently hit that turnaround jumper, paano mo pababantayan itong si Alex Compton?
Compton with 12 points. Gascon spinning, overshooting. Adukol slapped on the arm by Gascon. That's foul number 4.
Now the Metro Stars are firmly establishing their control here. They're playing excellent defense and their execution also in offense. Maganda din.
You know, Manila has exhibited its killer instinct. Makalamang lang sila ng konti, palalakihin nila yung lamang nila.
And they're playing better and better to their last 2-3 games itong Metro Stars. So this team will be a tough team to beat pagdating dito sa playoffs ng Intracon and also in the national finals.
At binanggit mo kanina si Willie Miller. Ito, pinabalik na siya ni Coach Jojo Villa. AC Brown posting up. Manukat dropping it to Adukol. Weak side cut from the big guy.
Ang Ganda ng execution talaga dito ng Metro Stars.
And the lead is now a whopping 20 points, 59-39. Nueva Ecija has not scored in this quarter. We have a timeout.
Nueva Ecija and because parang nawalan din sila ng gana defensively dahil hindi sila makascore, nawala rin intensity nila on defense. So they have to try something different right now. Maybe full court pressure or put some double teaming defense against the Metro Stars.
Joel Gaspar into the gut of the defense, trims a little off the lead of Manila. Pass was tentative from Demape. Miller taking off, fouled and makes it.
So this is a short run here for the Metro Stars. 4 straight points, possibly 5 here with a foul shot by Willie Miller.
Alex Compton with his second foul.
Itong laro ni Willie Miller, open court basketball. Miller taking it strong against Alex Compton.
But Miller has been having his problems from the free throw line.
I think that's his 3rd miss already.
And he's only taken 3.
That's right. No, wala pa nga siyang 0 out of 3 from your best player. Hindi magandang signal yun for the Metro Stars.
Meanwhile, Manila throws the ball away at the other end.
Now it's Manila's turn to apply extended defense. Medyo full court ang pressure dito ng Manila Metro Stars.
By Manukat. Air ball. Compton trotting into his front court, lobs it to Adukol under the basket, overshooting it. Each team is wasting some opportunities here. Miller's pass behind Manukat. Compton in the air, Brown, Demape, too much passing.
Libre na doon si Gilbert Demape. He should have taken that shot.
Naalangan yung talon.
Oo, dahil hindi kasi nagulat din si Gilbert Demape na bumalik sa kanya yung bola dito. Pinasa sa kanya ni Cesar Brown. Nakala niya, didiretso na si Cesar Brown. But he was in too deep. And then Demape, although maganda rin sana yung pasa niya doon, kundi lang ina-expect ni Romel Adukol.
Si Adukol nakasandal na sa bantay niya para rebound. Gonzalan, jump hook. Compton's been getting his share of boards. Brown, back safely to Compton. Adukol faking off Gonzalan. Running jumper is no good. 59-43, under 8 minutes to go. Gaspar. Went up without the ball. Demape trying to create.
So both
Much
teams,
ado about nothing so far.
bigla naging sloppy ang shooting ng both teams. Nakakagulat, especially on the part of the Metro Stars. Nobody can buy a basket at this stage.
Manukat will try from long range. Still nothing.
And these are opportunities being wasted here by the Nueva Ecija Patriots. Medyo bumaba na ang offense ng Metro Stars, but the Patriots not taking advantage.
Sila pa naman ang naghahabol. Shot clock at 6. Adukol, open jumper. Miller out jumping Brown. Manukat. Foul. It's on Compton. It's number 3. Sumali sa Bravo Barkada Challenge. Sino magwawagi sa tagisan ng lakas? Mangolekta ng Bravo Caps at sumali sa Bravo Barkada Challenge. Richie Ang will check in. He relieves AC Brown.
Dodong Postanes also in the ball game.
And Billy Bancil. Dino Manuel didn't play in the first half.
Checking in for the first time.
At nandyan din naman si Freche Ang. Looks like Manila will try to coast with a 16-point lead.
I think this is the first time in this game that we are going to see both Adukol and Compton at the same time. Nasa bench sila pareho.
Tama. And quickly, Dave Bautista scores on an offensive rebound. This goes to show how important Chuchu Serrano and Jun Lungalong are to Manila.
Especially Serrano because he provides a lot of the offense dito sa second unit ng Manila Metro Stars.
Step back 3 attempt by Demape doesn't go, and now the Patriots want to rush things. Postanes, napaisip. Bansil getting closer.
Matagal nang nakapako tong Manila sa 59 after they took that 20-point lead. 59-39 ang score.
O, naka-anim na sunod ang Nueva Ecija. Ramo. Shot clock at 5. Manuel. Blocked by Bansil, and it will go to Nueva Ecija.
That's why we're seeing both Romelo Ducol and Alex Compton checking back in.
Binanggit mo kasi.
Nakailang hinga lang yung dalawa sa bench.
Hindi pa umiinit yung silya. Jerome Chaneco returns for the Patriots. Ducol and Manuel were teammates on the national team in 1997, and of course the team that won the Siaba last year, that's the Metro Stars. Chaneco gets his first bucket. And Manila's lead is down to 12. 5 minutes plus on the clock. Ducol attacking Bansil, blocking foul.
8-0 run na dito ang Nueva Ecija Patriots. Medyo seryoso itong paghahabol nila.
And the Metro Stars on a timeout, a 30-second timeout brought to you by Revicon. Buhay ang dugo, buhay ang lakas.
Parang magchat-chat si Jojo Villa at si Alex Compton dun sa...
Foot trap by Miller. That resets the clock. Boise Zam are already on the court, screaming. Ang lobs it inside, too wide for Ducol. Miller down the middle, drops it to Postanes, blocked by Ducol.
Great hustle by Postanes, by Ducol, sorry. Coming from behind to block that shot by Dodong Postanes.
AC Brown replaces Frechi Ang. So you can see the sporadic insertions of the bench players really evident in Manila's rotation. Compton goes baseline, misses the layup. Ducol's there.
Offensive foul will be called on, I think, on the Ducol.
Oh, may sinagasaan siya ron.
Over the back foul against Romelo Ducol.
Only his first, believe it or not. But that is a 1-and-1 foul. Only 2 fouls against Nueva Ecija. Manila in the penalty.
So the drought here continues for the Metro Stars.
(59-47).
And just like that, Bill, yung regular starting 5 ng Manila are all back in the game.
Oh, nagbalik na si Peter Martin. Si Gilbert Demape. So Manila scored its 59th point at the 9-minute 17-second mark. And we are almost 5 minutes past that.
Hindi ka panipaniwala, especially with the way they were shooting during the first half.
And you know, but it's also taken Nueva Ecija 5 minutes to score 10 points. Gilbert Demape finally breaks the silence. Almost 5 minutes to the second. Bansil blocked by Ducol.
And that is why he is a defensive player of the year,
Oh, you
Romelo
bet.
Ducol.
Shot clock at 9. Now at 5, Miller pulls out a three-pointer.
And they needed that. This is one guy who can quickly bring the Nueva Ecija Patriots back in this game, Willie Miller.
He has 9 points, and the lead of Manila is 61-52, so they've cut it by more than half. Manila needs someone to bail them out. Compton to Brown. Relaxed three-pointer on the way. Nope. Good boxing out by Nueva Ecija. Chaneco, 3-on-3 situation. Takes it himself.
Ito na yung tinatawag ni Boise Samar na kamikaze play ng Nueva Ecija Patriots.
Patay kung patay.
Patay kung patay.
61-54. What has happened to Manila? Dimape. Long bomb from Compton. It's short. Chaneco ahead to Miller. Martin giving chase. Miller dunked it. No fear. Slam dunk from Willie Miller.
Wala na magagawa si Peter Martin doon because Miller was one step ahead of him. And Miller, probably the quickest player here in the NBA.
Aduko, turnaround. AC Brown tips it up. Loose ball foul
On AC Brown.
So Manila's woes continuing to pile up. The lead is just down to 5. Manila has only scored 2 points in almost 6 minutes. And the Metro Stars call for a ceasefire.
Martinez slide, Brown slide, even Adukol missing shots here in the third quarter.
Bautista missing the front end of a 1-and-1. It's only Gilbert Dimape who's scored in the run of Nueva Ecija. And Reestablishing has a report on the Metro Stars drought.
Yep, well, in that last timeout, there were no X's and O's for the Metro Stars. Coach Boise Samar just wanted to regroup them, try to lift their morale a little bit, telling them they need to settle down, and if anything has gone wrong, they have to blame themselves, and certainly not the calls of the referees. They just need more composure inside where their experience should come in handy, and they need to make those defensive stops. Guys?
Thanks a lot. Yeah, give and go, and Cesar Brown scores 2. He's in double figures. Sa wakas.
So that timeout was well called there by Coach Boise Samar.
Now Willie Miller gives it over to Billy Bansil.
And Miller's playing a different game here in the second half. He has taken control of his team and making things happen for the Patriots.
Oh, he's cranked it up. Martin against Bautista. Inside to a cutting Adukol.
Ang ganda ng adjustment dito ng Metro Stars. Earlier on, they were playing almost exclusively one-on-one. Hindi na masyado nag-work nun. So ngayon, may motion offense dito ang Metro Stars.
Adukol with 18 points, 11 rebounds. Postanes for 3. Bit too much arc on that shot. 65-58, 1:37 to go in the third quarter. At magbabalik si Sunny Manukat na malaki rin ang naiambag sa paghahabol ng Nueva Ecija.
These are the 3 players who brought Nueva Ecija back. Manukat, Miller, and Chaneco.
Tama. Adukol against Bansil. Mismatch there. Knocked out by the Patriots. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Adukol. Pushing foul on Bansil. The entire Nueva Ecija bench stands up.
Nag-react yung buong bench ng Patriots that time. Here's that last play. They may have a point because looks like Adukol nadulas na si Romel Adukol during that last play.
Well, he received no assistance there. So Brian Punsalan replaces Bansil, who picked up his 3rd foul. That will put Nueva Ecija in the penalty, but only 1:18 left on the game clock. Dimape, binigay kay Compton. Looking for a screen. Compton, 17-footer on the way. Ito, gumagana na naman ang opensa ng Manila.
Unti-unti na gumagana. Ducol was able to convert basket early on. This time, Compton naman.
At ngayon, siyam na uli ang lamang ng Metro Stars. Compton breaks up the pass from Chaneco. He's fouled. Binalikat ni Chaneco.
Alex Compton was like a blur playing the passing lanes that time.
Alam niya doon babalik sa kabila yung bola.
Very magaling talaga ang anticipation dito ni Alex Compton.
JC is protecting the ball and Chaneco clips him. Second foul on Jerome Chaneco. 52.5 seconds. Balik si Joel Gaspar para kay Chaneco. But you know, Nueva Ecija should be pretty happy. They were down by 20.
It's down to 9 points. They will still have a chance to overhaul this lead in the fourth quarter. And Joel Gaspar checks in because Alex Compton starting to get hot again.
Compton trying to add to his total and extend Manila's lead. The lead is 11. Compton has 16 points. Now they're trying to put the squeeze on Nueva Ecija. Bautista, rim rattler. Mape against Manukan. Tempting him to go baseline. Martin.
Because of that double team, Dimape was able to spot the open man, Peter Martin, for that 20-footer.
5 players now in double figures for Manila.
The entire first 5, I suppose.
Exactly. Manukat for 3. That ends the third quarter, so turnaround for both squads. Manila will carry a 13-point lead into the fourth period, 71-58. We'll be back for the final 12 minutes. And that's what it looks outside the Mail and More Arena here in the San Andres. And no, that is not our security force. They just happen to be passing by. Maisipin nila, militarized zone na itong San Andres. Fourth quarter begins. Manila leads 71-58. Dino Manuel announces his return with a basket. Billy Bancil is back on the floor for Nueva Ecija. Dimape pokes the ball away. They're still in the backcourt. Just in time. Miller through heavy traffic. He's fouled.
So far, this game has been a game of streaks, Bill. Kanina, lumamang ang 20 points itong Metro Stars. Nueva Ecija was able to cut it to 5. Now, it's back to 15.
Miller is back at the line. First foul on Dino Manuel. And, you know, the bench of Nueva Ecija has really worked hard to get some of that lead of Manila back.
And that's the reason why they are still in this game dahil excellent production from their bench.
Fred Chiang takes off to Dino Manuel. Easy two. And we have a report from JC Gonzalez.
Guys, it was Coach Jojo Villa's turn to act as the inspirational leader, rather, in the start of the fourth quarter. He told them, guys, he just reminded them, remember when we beat Cebu, when we were down 25 points in the third quarter, we pulled that off. Remember when we beat Pasig, we were down by 17 points in the third quarter, we pulled that off. Ito, kayang-kayang natin to. It's not a territory we're not familiar with. We can easily pull this one off, guys. Back to you.
All right, so they're used to coming from behind. Fred Chiang got banged. No foul, it would count. Manukat looks a bit shaken up. The lead is back up to 17.
It's going to be very hard here for Nueva Ecija to come back. If the bench of the Metro Stars play the way they're playing right now, Fred Chiang and Dino Manuel combining for 6 points.
30-second timeout by Jojo Villa, brought to you by Revicon. Buhayan to go, buhayan lakas. At tingnan natin kung may inspirasyon pang nalalabi ang Nueva Ecija. Ito yung sinasabi natin, killer instinct.
Even if they're up by 17, gusto pang palakihin ng Metro Stars ang kanilang lamang.
Pero nakaligtas si Willie Miller with a jam. Boy! No fear,
Grabe yung-
slam dunk.
Ano kaya ang vertical leap nitong si Willie Miller? He just caught that ball and then bigla na lang tumalon, parang nag-eject.
Walang buwelo. Tingnan natin yung sapatos mamaya, baka may spring. Aduko, turn around, hard off the glass. Eric Gascon, by the way, after a long, quiet spell on the bench, is back, and he was instrumental in the second quarter. Miller with a wry smile on his face. Manukat for 3. Manila's out hustling Nueva Ecija on the boards here.
Tsaka lumamig na rin itong si Sunny Manukat from three-point country.
77-62. Compton faking. Willie Miller out of his shorts.
What a shot there by Alex Compton.
18 points for Compton. Punsalan has to give it up. Gascon against Adukol. Easier said than done. Foul on Adukol, just his third.
Brave effort there by Eric Gascon.
Pero balik tanawan natin ang isang napakabilis na no fear slam dunk. Just like that.
Walang buwelo-buwelo. Hindi kailangan bumuwelo ito si Willie Miller. Grabe, this guy is only about maybe 6'1".
Not even. I'd say closer to 5'11". At eto, nilapitan siya ni Compton. Manghang-mangha din. Sensya ka na. Walang-wala eh.
I would love to see these guys, both Compton and Miller, on the same team playing together.
Nako.
Ibang klase yan.
Bawal yata sa atin kung pagsamahin ng dalawang ganong kagaling. Compton for 3. And that is the measure of greatness. Nakita mong yung katapat mo gumagawa, kailangan gagawa ka rin.
Tsaka parang niloloko-loko pa ni Compton si Miller na parang bilib na bilib siya eh. Biglang tinirahan na ng 3 points.
The Patriots call a timeout. The lead is suddenly 19.
Viva Mineral Water. Wash your excesses away.
8 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Bansil, one-hander goes.
That was a good play there by the Patriots, posting up Gascon on Alex Compton.
And the Patriots still laboring under a 17-point deficit. Dino Manuel again with a good weak side cut.
They usually do that with Romel Adukol, but it's proving to be effective with Dino Manuel doing the anchor.
Manuel with 6 points all in this quarter. Bansil against Martin. Foul is either on Martin or Compton. It's on Martin. And here's a three-point shot brought to you by Islanders Sandals. May kapal ng urig, tibay ng urig. Ito yung matapos sabihin ni Alex Compton kay Willie Miller, ang galing mo.
Tapos doon niya tinirahan sa may F ng FedEx.
Oo. Bastos din pala ito si Alex Compton. Well, a case of one-upmanship there. Dave Bautista replaces Bryant Punsalan. And Romel Aduco's pulling on the shorts of Willie Miller, who's standing in front of the bench of Manila. Miller. Manukat. Three-pointer drops in.
Finally, a three-pointer dropping in for Sunny Manukat. Hindi pa bumibigay dito ang Patriots.
Well, they only gave him 2 points for that. Or was it a 3? 84-67. Compton. Miller. Off to the races. No, he pulls it back. Manukat with a screen from Bansil. Bansil fouled by Frechi Ang. He'll go to the line, seems. At sumali sa Bravo Barkada Challenge. Sino magwawagi sa tagisan ng lakas? Mangolekta ng Bravo Caps at sumali sa Bravo Barkada Challenge. AC Brown returns.
Excellent patience here by Bansil after getting that offensive rebound. Hindi siya nagmadali.
Bansil missing the first free throw, and these are very important gift shots for the Patriots.
And when you're down by 17 points with 7 minutes left, you need every point that you can get.
Brown, Martin, Demape, too hard off the backboard. Gascon leaves it behind. Demape to Adukol. Soft touch.
Para sabi ni Timape, ikaw na nga kumuha niya, hindi ko mahawakan yung bola.
20 points for Adukol. 86-68. Gascon posting up Compton, who half fronts him and takes the ball away. Compton drops it to AC Brown.
What a play, another blind pass there by Compton to the streaking AC Brown.
They have restored their 20-point lead. And Jojo Villa desperately needs a timeout to score 88-68.
Tibay ng urig.
Rechiang replaced Gilbert Demape. He will take on Eric Gascon, and later on tonight, the Marlins and the Warriors. Bansil missing at point-blank range. Miller blocking foul on Compton.
He was too close for comfort that time against Alex Compton. Medyo natatakot to si Willie Miller because Compton, kung saan-saan tumitira, kahit gaano kalayo, bumibitaw si Alex Compton.
Walang kinikilalang guhit yan. 20-point bulge for the Metro Stars. Brown has it tapped off him. Here's another steal brought to you by Simeco, the faster acid neutralizer. Alex Compton on the front end there. Brown is given a technical for delaying the game. I wonder what that's all about. And Reestablishing has a report as Sunny Manoka takes the technical.
Okay, well, Bill, ayon kay Coach Boise Samar, ang kabilisan ang maging susi ng Metro Stars sa game na to. They know that Nueva Ecija will not give up on their defensive press. So, in return, Manila must cross the half court as quickly as possible and attack immediately. Gusto nga nila tapusin yung game na to na may kasamang exclamation mark. Bill?
Talagang gusto nilang masakit.
Tama yun. Yun nga, because they're expecting the Patriots to trap. Gusto ng Manila Metro Stars to score off that trap. Not just to break the trap, but to score every time the Patriots trap.
So far, they're keeping the Patriots off the boards. And remember, the Patriots defeated the Metro Stars by 4 points. July 25, Dave Bautista fouling Peter Martin. Ang mahirap dito sa Manila, hindi mo alam kung sinong babantayan mo.
Tsaka sarap ng buhay talaga dito ni Peter Martin tsaka ni Romel Adukol dahil biglaan lang dumadating yung bola sa kanila at the right places because of some great passes here by Alex Compton and Gilbert Demape.
And speaking of Demape, he returns. He's got about a minute or so of rest. Kaneko replacing Manukat, who has been stone cold here in the second half.
That's the problem here for the Patriots. Nung first half, Gascon was hot during the first quarter, but Willie Miller was not. Pagdating ng second quarter, medyo nakatulong to si Manukat, pero si Miller absent pa rin. And then second half, Miller tried to take over, but it was Gascon's turn and Manukat's turn to turn cold.
At yan ang isang idinadaing ni Coach Jojo Villa na yung tatlong scorer niya hindi sabay-sabay pumuputok.
And he needs all those three players because he does not have a real post threat offensively.
Miller trying to light a fire. Goes out of bounds, and here's JC Gonzalez with the word on the Patriots.
Guys, just a comment on Ria's earlier report. It's funny that the Metro Stars want to make the game faster because the Nueva Ecija Patriots have the same thing in mind also. Push the ball down every time on offense, and when we can run, let's run. Guys, back to you.
89-68. Adukol, somebody got him on the arm. Loose ball foul called on AC Brown. Manila now in penalty. Nueva Ecija has still 2 fouls away. 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go.
Coach,
Yes.
Coach Boyce Samar, 21 points up, 5 minutes left. Pero yung 5 Warriors niya, nandito pa rin lahat sa loob. Talagang he is not taking anything for granted here.
Oh no. Demape, a walk in the park, but was distracted by the absence of the defense.
Hindi magugustuhan ni Coach Jojo Villa yun dahil wala man lang dumipensa that time kay Gilbert Demape.
Parang binuksan mo yung pinto ng kahadiyero mo sa bahay. Compton passes a bit too late, and he's asking for a foul. Ang dami daw kamay. And ironically, the Patriots are not able to increase the tempo.
Sila pa yung nagmamabagal ngayon ng Patriots.
Chaneco for 3 off the iron. It's swarm over AC Brown. Demape, too fancy. 2-on-1 situation. Bansil to Miller. Back to Bansil. They call a foul on Compton.
Foul number 44, Alex Compton, is 5th.
That's the 5th on Compton. I don't recall Compton getting so many fouls.
That's right. I don't remember Alex Compton fouling out in an NBA game before.
Para siyang si Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain never fouled out of a game.
Career.
Yes. And he played 48 minutes most of the time.
And he stayed inside the paint.
Yes.
Halos majority ng games.
89-68. Miller gets the rebound and gets the putback. Ito, baka nagre-relax ang Manila. Pero halos 4 na minuto na lang ang nalalabi at napilitan mag-timeout si Demape. 89-70. Magbabalik ang inyong NBA game.
Islander sandals may kapal ng urig, tibay ng urig.
Joel Cole replaced Alex Compton. Adukol rushes in to get 2 points. He has 22.
That's one facet of Adukol's game that has improved through the years. Yung penetration niya from the perimeter, off the dribble drives ni Romel Adukol.
Bansil. Shot selection has not been pretty for Nueva Ecija. Eric Gascon with a reverse. He has 13. 91-72. Foul on Bansil. That's number 4. Three minutes and 40 seconds to go, and time rapidly running out on the Patriots. At ito, naubos pa ng Manila ang oras.
Isolation play here for Demape.
Peter Martin, fouled by Punsalan.
Demape was trying to attract the double team pero hindi kumagat ang Patriots that time, so he was forced to take that jump shot. Fortunately for him, Peter Martin was there for the offensive rebound.
Only the first foul on Bryant Punsalan. Martin with 12 points, 7 rebounds.
As we mentioned, all 5 starters scoring in double figures here for the Metro Stars.
Aducol getting an offensive board and another 2 points. 24 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks.
Another double-double here for Romel Aducol.
Gascon nakalusot kay Joel Co at may foul pa.
Finally, Gascon waking up here in the 4th quarter, but could be too little too late here for the Patriots.
Well, it's still 20 points separating the two teams. Manukat replaces Bansil because they need more firepower. (94-75), under 3 minutes to go. Manila now spreading the floor. Traveling called on Joel Cohen. AC Brown replaced now by Compton, so they have 3 ball handlers on the floor for the Metro Stars.
We have Dimape, Compton, and Joel Co. 3 guards. 3-guard lineup here for Manila.
Gascon, naka-reverse na naman. Talagang kinakain niya ng buhay si Joel Co. The lead is still 17 though. Compton, no-look pass was read by Punsalan. Patriots don't seem to be too hurried. Manukat for 3, it goes in.
Down to 14.
2 minutes plus.
They have to put the pressure here, the Patriots.
Well, you remember the game between Laguna and Pampanga last weekend. The two teams scored 26 points in the last minute and 26 seconds. Peter Martinez fouled, going inside and makes it.
Dito maninigurado na si Coach Boyce Samar because he's going to send back Cesar Brown for Joel Co.
From start to finish, this 5 has done it for him.
I would say 35 minutes at least for all 5 players today.
Oh, yes. Peter Martin, not too shabby either. 15 points, 7 rebounds.
So in combination with Romel Aducol, that's an awesome front line for you for today's game. Martin and Aducol.
Taneco loses it there in the final 2 minutes. Brought to you by FedEx. We live to deliver. And the Metro Stars aren't done yet. Cesar Brown, layup. He has 14 and 7 rebounds. 99-80, and that's probably all she wrote. Well, one more try by the Nueva Ecija Patriots after this timeout. Couple of substitutions for Manila. Fred Chiang and Erwin Framo come in for defensive purposes. And Aducol still cleaning glass. Compton, bounce pass, Erwin Framo, layup drill. 101-80. Scrub time. Metro Stars notching another win, knocking the Pampanga Dragons out of contention
In the national finals, and
Yes.
they will now move into a tie for first place here in the Intlacan. 7-3 together with the Pasig Rizal Pirates.
Well, they have been spotless at home, and that's half the games they will play in the intra-conference. Eric Gascon coming to life a little too late. He has 21 points. Final minute of action. Compton, Framo, Aducol. Would have been pretty. Miller, Manukat.
Very important tong last 2 games ng Metro Stars because as we mentioned, yung top 1 lang sa bawat conferences ang magkakaroon ng home court advantage sa ating Intracon
Totoo yan.
playoffs.
Adukol tipping it up. And Demape fouling so that the subs can come in. Adukol and Demape will sit down.
Dino Manuel and Nandi Garcia coming in.
And Chandler Donaldson will also come in
For Gilbert Demape.
So that's the last of the starters.
Great job by the starters of the Metro Stars today.
Oh,
Led
yeah.
by Romel Adukol sa double-double.
Let's check the numbers on Adukol. 26 points, 16 rebounds. Another day at the office. And for the Patriots, the pattern has been broken. So Nueva Ecija still hoping for some miracle that will allow them to get into the top 2.
If they win their last 2 games, it can still be possible for Nueva Ecija to make it to the top 2. Should either Manila or Pasig Rizal
Stop
lose
winning
their last 2 games.
Yun. Pero medyo mahirap ihiling yata yan.
Medyo mahirap talaga, especially Pasig Rizal and Manila. Both teams very hot right now.
Oh, yes. Remaining games for Nueva Ecija on the 17th and 20th. They've got a back-to-back with Laguna.
Laguna Lakers pa ang kalaban nila. So, medyo mabigat talaga itong gagawin ng Nueva Ecija for them to make the Intracon playoffs.
Manila, meanwhile, on the 16th, will play Pampanga. Will play at Pampanga. On the 23rd, will play in Laguna. Patriots trying to make the score decent. Manila still on the run. Prechiang hammered by Postanes.
So, hindi pa bumibigay ito si Dodong Postanes. Ayaw pa rin yung bigyan ng layup dito si Frenchiang.
107-88, prolonging the inevitable.
Nueva Ecija had a hard time controlling the Manila offense today, especially in the first half. Masyadong mataas ang field goal percentage ng Manila Metro Stars. Meron lang silang small drought nung third quarter, but they recovered quickly, and then they were able to put away the Patriots here in the fourth quarter.
And it's very hard also for the Patriots. They don't really have a major inside presence. Postanes fouled downstairs by Framo with 7.8 ticks on the clock.
This Manila win will also eliminate the Pampanga Dragons,
Yes.
sa ating national final. So, and then Manila is also going to Pampanga next week. So, magandang laban yan. Siguradong gustong bumawi itong Pampanga against the Manila Metro Stars.
Tama. Manuel. Caneco firing it into the stands at the buzzer. Manila with an emphatic 110-89 victory over the Nueva Ecija Patriots, and tremendous output by the Metro Stars, especially after the Patriots had threatened to within 5 points. Ria Tanwaco is with our Erickson Choice Player of the Game, Romel Adukol. Ria?
Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Now, normally, Romel Adukol scores like 17 points and 11 rebounds, but today, he has got 26 points, 17 rebounds, 3 shot blocks, and 1 assist and a steal to boot. Congratulations, Romel.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now medyo tahimik yung pagsimula mo sa game na to. Ano nangyari sa first half?
Siguro nagko-concentrate sila sa akin tapos di ko makuha yung laro ko. Pero sa bandang uli naman, nakapag-adjust ako.
Okay, now yung mga teammates mo na si Chuchu Serrano at si Jun Longalong ay hindi nakapaglaro ngayon dahil sa sakit. At malaking bagay yun, ano? So ano ba yung mga adjustments na ginawa nyo dahil nawala sila?
First of all, syempre yung game na to, big game para sa amin kasi para makapag-advance kami sa semis tapos wala pa sila. Ayun, nag-concentrate lang kami na sabi nga ni Coach, teamwork lang para sa game na to.
So parang naging inspirasyon yun to work harder?
Yeah.
Okay, Romel Aduco, congratulations. He's our Erickson Choice Player of the Game today. Let's take it back to Bill and Mark, guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Rhea. And you know, ang maganda sa nangyari sa laro ni Aducol, it came in the flow.
That's right.
Of Manila.
He didn't force any shots. Talagang, in fact, hindi nga siya masyadong inahanap ng mga teammates niya. But a lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of transition points, a lot of points of pick and rolls. So lahat yun within the offense of Manila. That's why those 26 points, parang hindi 26 eh. Very quiet 26 points and 16 boards.
Now let's check out our winning break, courtesy of Mark Molina. Mark?
This happened earlier in the fourth quarter. Here's Alex Compton with this no-look pass to Cesar Brown for this fast break layup by Cesar Brown. Ang daming actually magandang plays pinakita ang Metro Stars today. Their offense was really in high gear today. All 5 players, all 5 starters of the Metro Stars scoring it.
But Pampanga suddenly feeling that they can force Manila to some turnovers.
Only 23 seconds to go in the quarter. We surprised with the pass.